Good morning, great leaders. We welcome you to CIG Sunday Night Live, the edition for 8th of August 2021. We appreciate you for joining us all the time. And co-anchoring with me today is Gloria Oke, as usual. You're welcome, boss.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're so excited about this next edition of our CIG Night Live.
Well, it promises to be a great edition again this evening, and you'll be glad you joined in. I can assure you that this package for this evening is actually loaded. Don't be surprised you hear us speaking, us greeting ourselves good morning. It's not because of our location, but on Longrich platform, we greet ourselves good morning at all times. So you are welcome, everybody. All right, we'll be having the masterclass session on change with three-star director Emmanuel Eduro. He's the CEO of Lacheva Enterprises Limited and Nemesco Communication and Global Services. He's a three-star director with Longrich Bioscience International. He's the chief servant of Caritas Investment Group, CIG. He's the president, Emmanuel Eduro Foundation. He has a BSc in economics from the Bayero University, Kano in Nigeria. Also has a master's degree in business development and innovation from Ulster University, Belfast, United Kingdom. He has skills with business analyst. He's a developer, motivational speaker, and a public analyst. He's married with children. He's trained in both African and Western way of doing things. Join me as I make a welcome our 3SD Emmanuel Eduro. You're welcome, boss.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to our next edition of CIG Sunday Night Live. It's a pleasure to be on your space this day to give us some little training due to time on the topic change. Before I dive into the topic or my slides, I will want to say something with regards to our health, just a health tip. I want to actually recommend for everybody to try and drink water as much as you can to stay hydrated. The reason is that the rate of kidney failure and kidney issues is becoming a thing of worry globally, most especially in this part of the world. So I commend each and every one, try as much as possible to stay hydrated, drink water, don't wait to get thirsty before you drink. Drink often and you will always see yourself detoxifying unknowingly. And also, if you must use the loo to urinate, the moment the urge comes, please don't keep it. Just do it because it is nature call. Don't carry it for too long because you will be endangering your kidney and toxins from the bladder will begin to spread in your body. So let's be careful with the way we go about maintaining our kidney. Let's stay hydrated. Thank you. This is my quote for everyone listening. If you are not in the process of what you want to be, then you are in the process of what you don't want to be. Next slide, please. For us to be able to talk about change, we will have to define change. Of course, we are talking about change in the management world because we are into management of organization. Now, for you to be able to manage an organization, you need to understand what change actually means. Now, change means to alter, to vary, to modify. It means to make or become different. Change implies making either an essential difference, often amounting to a loss of original identity or a substitution of one thing for another. Now let's look at the types of change in the management world. We have developmental change, transitional change, and transformational change. For the developmental change, you may plan it, you may not, It is first order or incremental. I will use a diagram at the end of this to explain it better for your understanding. Transitional change has to do with seeks to achieve a known desired state that is different from the existing one. That means you have identified where change needs to come and you want to make a change, which will be different from what is already on ground. Now, in most cases, it could be developmental or it could be transformational. Now, transformational is radical or second order in nature. And when we say something is radical, now you could see the pictorial form in the screen. We have the radical, we have the incremental. Now, if it is incremental, the disturbance, that is the distortion, the change that it will bring about will be of low risk. But if it is radical, like the transformational, it brings about high risk. Now, let's take example of this transformational. What changes could be radical? And when we say radical change, these are things that are not within your control, but you will have to survive in it. Let's take, for example, last year, 2020, there was a lot of changes in the whole of the management world, business world, and all the rest, and it was beyond our control because there was restriction, social distancing, everybody have to retreat back home, but that does not mean your business have to die. So people have to find a way to survive the situation because it was a radical change. And when you look at the disturbance, the risk is very high because a lot of people, even though they were able to adapt, they were incurring losses, the airlines and all that, even though they survived, but they suffered a very high risk. Now, when we look at the incremental, which has to do with the developmental, change, it is better because it gradually grows. You don't alter the core activities of the organization, but rather you just modify on the existing activities and gradually refine it to achieve productivity. Next slide, please. Now, why is change important? Change is important because it teaches you something new. Change makes you more flexible. It makes you more understanding and prepares you for the future. Just as internal change will encourage you to progress, external change will give you the experience and drive to push forward. Now, everything that has advantage will also have its disadvantage. But let's look at the disadvantage of change. Change is never free. Every change also has opportunity costs. For change to take place, for you to make change, for you to effect change, it means you have to forego one thing for that change to be able to come to pass. In most organizations today, if you want to effect any change, let's take, for example, what is happening to Barcelona or what has happened to them. They have to sacrifice mercy to be able to do what? To be able to stay in business, to be able to meet with the requirements of the La Liga FA rules. And at the same time, they needed to cut down costs. And if they have to cut down costs, they have to sacrifice their best player because it's to keep him. the club can no longer afford it. So you can see that sometimes when you want to make change, there is opportunity cost. Something has to go for that change to be able to take effect. Now, change might not equal progress. Take notes. Change might not equal progress. Now, that there is a change in activity does not mean there is productivity. That it means there is productivity. You don't use it to equate change and progress in terms of productivity of the organization. You may make a change, but that does not mean there is productivity. So they are quite different. So you may make change and it does not turn out to be what you want it to be. So there is also a risk there. There is also the fear of the unknown. If I do this change, what will become the outcome? What about if the outcome does not favor us? What about if it favors us? Just like a lot of people are sitting idle there. They don't want to take a leap. They don't want to take a step towards action. Maybe you present your business opportunity to them. You pitch your business to them, and at the end of the day, they tell you, oh, what about if I lose my money? What about if I cannot get people to come and buy my products? What about if I don't get people to patronize my brand? That fear of the unknown makes you stay at a disadvantaged position and also make people not want to embrace change. Now, let's look at the benefits of change. Learning to deal with adversity. Change makes you to overcome challenges. Because if you are facing challenge, there is no doubt flexibility has to come in so that you can adapt. Sometimes when they say think out of the box, you just need to expand your capacity of thinking, be flexible with your thinking. You don't stick to your rules or principle anymore so that you can overcome that challenge. Self-esteem and confidence. Change actually brings about self-esteem and confidence. Change promotes personal growth, personal development. Change becomes more flexible and adaptable to new situations. That is why we say change is different and the difference is beautiful. Change brings about new opportunities. Of course, if you change your ideas, you change certain things that you do, it can open up opportunities for you. Change can also bring progress. Change keeps you from getting into a rut because there are a lot of people out there. They stick to one thing they know for donkey years and they don't make any effort to make improvements, even though it's going to be on an incremental basis or approach. Now, effective change management process. We look at the people side of change and the phases of change project. If you look at the screen, you will see the chart there. The diagram is telling you a successful change. There are some steps. Now, the top, you see awareness, desire, knowledge, ability, and reinforcement. This is for the individual, which of course has to do with leadership, the executives, the CEOs. Yeah. Now, when you look at the down part of it, you see these are the projects itself that you need to implement. We talk about the business need, the concept and design. It follows these steps. You see them as projects, then the implementation, which is the process, then post-implementation. Now with this, a successful change will occur. So when you want to carry out an effective change management process, then you need to follow what I just read out from the diagram. Next slide. Now, for us to conclude, without change, things stay the same and ultimately we stagnate and die. Without change, there is no adventure in life. It takes much more energy and efforts to resist change than it does to accept it. It is much easier to embrace change than to fight it. Thank you very much for your time and God bless you.
Thank you so much, boss. That was in-depth and it was actually revealing for us. We pray for more knowledge for you. Thank you so much, boss.
Thank you.
All right, well, we go ahead now. Boss Gloria.
Okay, everybody, thank you very much. 3SD, we really, really appreciate that quick tip, for first of all, to keep ourselves healthy, and then the importance of change in our lives. It has its uses, and of course, it's down end, but ultimately, I believe change is a good thing. So we really thank you for that, and we have a very, very important guest in our midst today in the person of Sir Fidelis Mario Nwachukwu. So we would like to formally introduce him. Here are his accolades. Great. Sir Fidelis Nwachukwu is Sir Fidelis Mario Nwachukwu is a mystic scholar. He's certified in theology from the Avila Institute for Spiritual Formation in Kansas City, United States. He's a former deputy head of logistics, HFP Engineering Limited in Nigeria. He's a managing partner of Boundless Fidelity Ventures. He's a marriage care and enrichment facilitator, a member of Family and Human Life Unit of the Catholic Archdiocese of Lagos. He's currently he's currently a national president, Block Rosary Crusade Nigeria. He's a recipient of several awards from the social and religious groups. He's a senior status in Lagos, Nigeria. He's a team lead of Longrich International with the Unlimited team. In 2018, Sir Fidelis Mario became a Kenya trip qualifier. Currently, he's a Diamond 5 partner, and he's really, really forging strong with his business. Guys, help me as I introduce into our midst Sir Fidelis Mario Nwachukwu. You're welcome, sir.
We actually welcome you, sir. I will see some of the precedents and some of the things you've actually got. But can you tell us a bit about yourself, some of the things you do? Maybe you have some hobbies. Let's just get to know you more.
Okay, just as introduced, my name is Fidelis Mary Nwachukwu. I know you might be wondering how a man is answering Mary. I am personally consecrated to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Actually, I am an entrepreneur. I also a public servant before I retired and decided to join networking business. As of today, I'm more or less doing this as a full-time job. I was in charge of logistics, just as I said before. And I'm also into electrical parts. But as of today, after looking at how all the whole things are going, I think I'm trying to raise this business as my plan A instead of plan B.
Wow, that's interesting. You said you were a civil servant and you retired to join network marketing to become an entrepreneur. Now, what year did you join network marketing? And if Longrich is not your first, which one was your first? You may not need to mention the names. How was your experience like? And you can actually tell us the year you actually joined Longrich Bioscience International.
Okay, when I was working, I was approached sometime in the past by somebody in the networking industry. I'm not a networker per se, and I'm a kind of person I detest it because of the way it is being run here in Nigeria. When I look at the people and what they are doing, I detest it. But along the line, somebody met me and asked me and said that he feels that I can do this business. Okay, humbly I accepted. In that particular one I was doing, I think I was flying, but along the line there was a hitch. And that hitch is that while you are pushing, you are not seeing the result. At a certain level, I decided to drop it. Another person came to me and told me about another product. I told him specifically, I cannot do it. But he was pleading and pleading. I later joined the business. At a certain level, that one cost me a lot. It cost me heavily in the sense that in their product, I am billed to get their product. I am billed to sell their product. And their product was very, very expensive in the sense that you cannot even sell it out. When you come to my family, I was using, after buying it, I will use it after buying, and at the end of it all, upon all the whole money I spent, I didn't even get anything. At a certain level, I just made the man and said, man, I don't think I can do this business. I drop it. If you come to my family those days, my sweetheart will be telling me, honey, this how, I don't want to mention the product. Is this only thing we are going to eat in this family? At the level, there is a certain level it got to, I couldn't continue with it, then I drop it. That is number one and number two. And then number three is only this Longrich. Longrich per se, the way I was put into Longrich was very fascinating. I must confess to you, that is why when SD3 is making some presentation where I appear, he will tell me, Fidelis, do I know what it takes me to bring into this business? I don't know the strategy you use. Maybe the Holy Spirit used him to come in this business. It was on a Sunday like this. I just
it's
came
a
back
spiritual
to my
business.
house. Yeah,
it's a spiritual business.
I just came into my house. SD Chibuzo called me, and not SD Chibuzo that called me. SD Chibuzo went to one woman that is a high-profile person in one of these Apex bank. The woman is from Data Passe. He said, Brosy, I think we can do this business. This woman just gave me the pink copy of Longrich registration form. I was angry. Even the rice she gave me in her house, I didn't eat it. I just left and came back to my house and dropped this pink copy in my bookshelf for 9 months. I did not do anything with it. 9 good months. So this woman lived in Abuja. She didn't do anything. She didn't say anything until one another day, one Ghanaian, Prince Tony by name, I don't know, maybe he's online now. He came to my house one Saturday evening. That was the time Longrich had an event at Acme Road at Oba. He came to my house with 1 toothpaste and then 3 invitation cards. When I look at the old man, out of respect, I just called 2 of my friends and said, let's go to this event. They accompanied me. When they accompanied me, after looking at the whole thing, they signed it up immediately. Myself, I didn't take it so serious. At the end of it all, it was their action that ignited my interest. The first week was something like 500 Naira. I thought that is a mistake. Second week, it entered 1,000 something. Another week, it was 5,000. I was waiting for the owner of this money to collect back. I was thinking that is a mistake. Before you know it, the other week I was getting. Then I asked myself, and that day I was in my business center. I didn't get any cover on that day. I was angry with myself. I was asking myself, what kind of business is this? So when I look at that, now I decided to say, can't I give this business a trial? Believe me, I make the little move I made started rewarding me. And as of today, I must tell you, after investigating this business for 9 months, because of the kind of person I am, people feel that I have this thing called the social capital. But I'm always very meticulous because a slightest mistake I do will lead to a lot of people astray. So because of that, after checking all these things, I started to make a move. I was running it gradually. Oftentimes, SD3 will tell me, Fidelis, you are too slow. Fidelis, you are too humble. Fidelis, you are too gentle. You need to be radical. Until at a certain time, I got my qualification. I thought it was a joke. Because each time when I want to cross the Mediterranean Sea, there must be one reason or the other. You know what happened? When I was told that I need to go to Kenya, I said, will it be true? Then I think this person told me, just send your passport and see what is going to happen. I sent my passport. Then when I sent my passport, I was also around when they called me that everything is ready, that I should get ready for. So I said, it might be true. I was still, there's a lot of scam within our environment. Before you know it, the money I spent to go to Kenya was only the taxi fare from my house to the airport, back to the airport. And I must tell you this Tony Rich, some of you might know who Tony Rich is. He borrowed me 20,000 that is from Monitor Mohammed International Airport. He borrowed me 20,000 because I didn't come with any cover. He is my very good friend. That 20,000 I gave to him, we spent all the whole 7 days in Kenya. As soon as we dropped back at Monitor Mohammed International Airport, he gave me back my 20,000. What other evidence do I need to go ahead with this business? So since then, even when there's nothing in my pocket, I will just get a drop. I will smile. and we continue to live. So that's my little involvement in network business.
That is so awesome. I don't know. I mean, he's actually said so much that he's actually eating into part of the question I wanted to ask you was, you have tried all of this number of network marketing businesses, and of course, you know, you weren't satisfied, and now you are a Diamond 5 leader in Longrich. My question that I was going to ask was the reason why you joined Longrich, but you have mentioned some of it as far as the alerts coming. First it was 500, and then it was 1,000, and then it was a whole lot of other thing, and then of course your 2018 trip to Kenya, you know, kind of was you know, sealed the deal for you because you were very, very impressed at everything. But is there something else that you can tell us was the real push, the reason why you decided to join Longrich, apart from what you've told us so far?
Okay, I do call myself sometimes a child of circumstance. Anybody that is looking toward the future should embrace Longrich. That's one of the things. When I look around my left-hand side, look around my right-hand side, look at front and look at back, I am remembering my old age. And what I'm telling myself at that point in time, what will I do? And by the time I discovered that Longrich was very, very, very lucrative, I decided to join it because I know there must be a time, all this workaholic I am, I cannot no longer do it. And I know that there must be a time when my electrical business started failing me, I use it as a case study. There will be a time I cannot go to the shop. There will be a time I cannot even do any other thing than to depend on people. What happens if there's nobody to take care of me? So that pushed me to join Longrich because in one of the conferences I went, somebody was making references like Unilever, all those kind of companies. People that enjoying it, they started like just like Longrich like this. And today, monthly, annually, they're getting the dividend. I see it in Longrich because I have tried to research about Longrich and I discovered that they are real. Not only being real, they fulfill their promise. Not only fulfill their promise, what ignited my interest more was when I saw them building their factory in Nigeria here. You can imagine something about $50 million, $70 million. It's not something somebody can just drop and run away tomorrow. So that is among the things that made me to decide to join Longrich, and I'm doing it so passionately.
Thank you very much, sir. And it's so interesting that you mentioned that because part of the things that we talk to people about, I mean, is exactly what you say. When you look at a company that is able to finance that kind of amount of money into a country, that obviously that will let you know that they have come to stay. It's not like something that they will do and they go. If they are able to invest that type of portfolio company, you know, money, so we know that it's definitely a must. I mean, a must stay company. But there was something else that you mentioned that really, really, really that just touched my heart when you said, when you thought about, you said you remembered your age. Now, since you've been doing this thing here, this interview here, since I've been in Longrich and we've been doing this, we've seen a host of different people, and it's been always like younger people. So I mean, it's not to say that you're older or anything, but the fact that you are able to step out in faith and you join this, we even interviewing you now gives me goosebumps. We talk to people all the time about residual income, and you have just mentioned it, that when you know, think about how, you know, of course you're getting older. So you're like, what will I do if I get to this age or that age, you know, when you won't be able to like rip and run anymore? Then this is of course where your residual income comes in with Longrich. So I hope that your point here is going to touch people's heart, partners who are in this meeting today, to take that to heart and use that to like reach other people out there. We really thank you for that. And so within this period of time that you've been in Longrich, I did hear you say what year or did you join Longrich again, sir?
I joined Longrich in 2016. I always minus 1 year because I did not run it.
Got it.
Period. And
everybody does that. They always join and they won't, do anything.
Yes.
So within 2017, let's just say that you joined Longrich to now. Yeah. You've been a product user. What are some products that you can share with us today, with our partners online, that you have testimonies with, and if you could share any of those testimonies with us?
Exactly. This is fantastic. My wife works in eye clinic. If you look at me, I'm using glasses. There was a time, one of the products I have so much cherished is the berry oil. On the normal routine, I went to the clinic to check my eyes. I was told that they are suspecting me of glaucoma. Mm-hmm. And it was a serious one. So when after that test, they say I should go home, they're observing me. I look at it, what the doctor said was, is either I'm going to go for surgery or whatever thing. I came back home and began to use my berry oil. After using the berry oil for 1 month or 2 or 3 or thereabout, I went back to the doctor, the whole thing disappeared. And as of today, I have no problem with the eyes. The only thing is that age, whenever age comes in, particularly when you are very close to all these people that are highly skeptical about managing health, they will advise you begin to use glasses. That's why you see me using glasses. So berry oil is number 1. Number 2 is the alkaline cup. This alkaline cup, I cannot go anywhere without this cup. Because after taking all the whole junks for the day, I have to neutralize it with this. What I do every day is first thing in the morning, water from this alkaline cup. Then the last thing in the evening, that is what I use. And I do tell people that this is more or less just like a mobile health or a water treatment plant. Anybody that uses the water from this cup all the time will not complain of so many things that are disturbing us today. You can imagine the water we take, especially most of all that travels a lot. This is needed. So cup is the berry oil is number 1. The second one is the alkaline cup. Then my cream today is the Longrich SOD. Mm-hmm. And then, as you see me, I don't like rubbing cream, but it was when I started using our cream that now I have to be good in using cream. Then the soap. You see my own color. This is the nature God created me. So these are some of the products that, and the most important thing I do tell people is that these are the things we need in our home. We don't need to run away from it. And for you to begin to use all these kind of chemicalized products we are seeing here and there is dangerous to our health. So I enjoy berry oil. I enjoy the pie cup, the cream, the soap, and then the toothpaste. These 5 soaps are very correct for me.
Okay, great. So hey, our partners have heard it from the horse's mouth. If you can, in spite of everything you've accomplished, your endeavors, and you are able to stick with this company and this product, I don't think anybody would want to doubt anything. So yeah, Siton, do you want to take over?
Wow, that was interesting. And I know if we ask you to go ahead with some of the products more, you will still do more, because they are so fantastic products that you find difficult to pick a major one. Now, you said you are on sabbatical leave for Longrich for like 9 months, like let's say approximately 1 year, and you are a D5, and you talked about Kenya trip and some of the weekly alerts you get. It sounds so easy. Could there be that there are some other challenges you didn't mention, or were there no challenges in the course of your journey in Longrich? If there are challenges, can you tell us some of those challenges and how you are able to come out of them? This is just to encourage some of us.
Exactly. I think you're very, very correct. Nothing good comes so easily. If I should tell you that it was a bed of roses all through, I'm a liar. What I normally tell people is that if you have not entered any industry, you will lock up your shop, go to vacation, sleep, go on party. As you are there, something is dropping in your pocket, you have not started. I had a lot of challenges. At a certain level, a certain time, it seems as if I want to quit the business. Yes, it's there. Because when you are putting effort, especially when you are now moving with a team, you have a lot of distractors around you. It's a very big challenge. Especially, in this business, you cannot succeed alone. This is a business where our, what we call the group support system works. If you begin to push the business and those that you're supposed to move along with are trying to clear, sometimes it brings a little bit of discouragement, but for me, it didn't discourage me. What I do is I will just leave that lane and follow another lane. I try to move into a new environment. I try to make new contacts. I try to make new friends. I try to do something extra so that I can continue the business. That is number one. Now, another challenge is that, sometimes if you have started eating, if it's not dropping like that, it becomes a challenge. So, but there's always one thing I normally tell myself is that it is not all the time as you expect it. So if the bonuses are not flowing the way I want it, it becomes a challenge. But the joy I have today is that the assurance is that on weekly basis, the account I use for Longrich, we never stop receiving alerts. That account was a dormant account before. But since I joined Longrich, that is my most active account. To the extent that one day the customer service of the bank I use asks me, well, what kind of business is this? I say, have you not heard about them? Just Google about them. I think you're a banker, make a research. After talking to that person clicked into Longrich. So the challenge sometimes brings us success. And then another thing is when you begin to mix up with people that are not having the same mindset with you. I think I'm involved in that. For example, I am a kind of person that goes with a lot of people, and sometimes I have to be very, very meticulous. Sometimes when you present the business to them, they will look at it as a scam. But that doesn't discourage me at all. But those are some of the challenges I faced at the initial stage. But with the level I am now, I will always tell people it is Longrich or nothing. It is Longrich or nothing, because I know I am now facing the real deal, and the real deal is bringing profit. So what I normally tell my friends is just join me. Don't mind about the challenges that are inside. Definitely, it is something that should be overcome. And I believe some of them that have joined me in this business and joined it, I want to give you one testimony about this business. I play my role within the religious community. That is why sometimes we need to change. We need to have a paradigm shift in this business. When I was leaving office, I think 4 years ago, some of the young men that always come to me, bros, find me 500, bros, find me 1,000 naira. What I told them, I know that some of them are online and watching this our transmission tonight. I told them, do you want us to succeed? They say yes. Can we form a business team? They said yes. Only few people agreed to join me in that business team. That was why if you look for some weeks ago, you will see Santa Maria Investment Group. These are the group of where I belong. I call them, let us sign up. This Santa Maria Investment Group is richer than so many of us are today, because the group was able to get people that are really want to survive in life. And every week, something is dropping in that group. Our target now is that at the end of the year, you will see us come and share the money, because Longrich is faithful to their promises, and what they promise is us. So what I want to advise people is that both as a family, number one, the group you belong, number two, whatever thing you do, think how you can link Longrich into it. It is a matter of time. Link Longrich to whatever you are doing, because Longrich has a window where all space of life can participate. You can see children becoming star directors. You can see companies, Multi-Choice is in this business. I want to mention their name because they are prime partner of Longrich. You can see so many other companies begin to look toward that perspective, and that is what gives me joy. Just like what I told you, I know in my old age, I will not suffer, and I will not beg for money. I will only be enjoying.
By the grace of God.
Thank you.
Wow, that was stunning. That was stunning. That is actually encouraging, and it gives some of us hope. Because I used to say, seeing some elderly, some advanced in age on this platform, the likes of Dr. Adedokun, Mr. Yusuf Basi, and the likes, I cannot mention all. And when you talk about that Santa Maria, I saw the post from SD Chibuzo, and I was trying to discuss with the postmaster. I said, this is a religious group. They are doing something. It's high time you woke up to do this. And in the course of last week, there was presentation done in a bank early in the morning. I don't want to mention the bank. I have someone that works with them. I posted that video to him. This was done in one of your branches. It's high time you signed up so that you won't be left behind, because he's still considering, he wants to come in big. I said, it's not, just do this thing. The fact remains that your wife uses the sanitary wares, you buy toothpaste, you do this. Just start from there. If you are looking for a big something to come up, well, it's left for you. I only forwarded that thing to him to have a rethink. Thank you so much, sir, for encouraging us.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
I am very old too. It's like you are so encouraging to me. And I know, just like Ziton said, if you could do what you've done, I don't think anybody in this room has any reason, any excuses whatsoever. If I just may ask you, sir, do you have any, you've talked about your challenges, do you have anything that you're very, very grateful for so far in your career in Longrich?
I am so grateful, number one, to somebody like the woman that introduced me to this business. You can, from the story I've given to you people, you discover that I joined Longrich without kobo. I joined this business without a dime. And I joined this business.
Feel free to mention her name if you want to mention her name,
okay,
sir.
I talk about Mrs. Ezinne Angela Osade. He's one of my national patrons in the block rosary where I belong. I'm the national president as of today. She just called me and said, Bros, you can do this business. I am so grateful to her. Number two person I should be grateful is person like SD Emmanuel Eduru. Just as I told you, I will always remember when both of us met at somewhere at Allen Avenue or somewhere at Ibis Hotel. There's somebody, my friend from New Zealand invited me for that business. Coincidentally, I have to make it, both of us met there. After listening to what was going on there, we came out and said, this business is not meant for us. And that was after then he discovered Longrich. If not because of my stubbornness, what I advise people here, and in as much as we're trying to be so meticulous, take action, take a risk. If not because of stubbornness. If I tell you what SD Ima Eduru have done to me, some Catholics that are here, this man sat me before the Blessed Sacrament. He is there, he's listening. Him and Chibuzo just arranged like this one evening in the church, sat me before the Blessed Sacrament, joined this business, I refused. Because of what is happening in the multi-level marketing. So I'm so grateful to him. And also I remember SD Chibuzo. SD Chibuzo, sometimes he called me boss, but today he's my boss. I always appreciate him. Then I want to thank God in a special way for a company like Longrich. I want to thank God because, you know, one thing is sincerity. Forget about what is going on in this business today. Let me tell you, the chicken-hearted are being phased out gradually in this business. If you are a real partner of this business, what exactly happened few months ago is a system the company is using to fish out the chicken-hearted, those who are not for this business. You know, not every business, everybody should succeed. That's why whenever I'm having an interview with some people, they say I'm speaking so passionately about Longrich. Yes, I know why I'm speaking passionately about Longrich. Because if I see that Longrich is a scam, I will be the first person to even to condemn them. So I want to thank SD Chibuzo. I want to thank Caritas Investment Group. You see, with this kind of business, all of us are united globally. People from different continents are watching us, listening to us. I do tell them, Google the company itself. You don't need to say so much. So thank you to the president of Longrich, that is the chairman himself. I think God used him as he's using us. I want to tell you the statement of SD Chibuzo. Whoever that does this business very well will go to heaven. Because what brought me into this business is to touch life. And as of today, I think that my ministry is going to the permanent side. And by the time all of us got there, we continue to smile. Not only here, even in eternity. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We thank you, sir. We're so glad because a lot of people will come up here, you know, I mean, most people will be grateful for the cars that they've qualified for the accomplishments, for the trips, for the awards, but you went a little further. You are grateful for the social network you have met in this business. You are grateful for the people, and you know how they say you're never a king or someone is never appreciated in his own land. We see 3SD every day. He's in our face. talking, and some of us just think, yeah, it's just the regular thing. But now see you being really, really grateful to him for, and a host of other SDs for the help that they've given to you makes us, have a rethink that we actually have something good with ourselves, that we don't realize that we do. So we thank you for making sure, for like reiterating that to us and making us aware of the goal that we have in the person of our SDs. Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Susan. Yeah. Susan, back to you.
Now, we've got some people that are struggling in this business. Some are even yet to join. What would be your advice for them?
My advice is very simple. Delay is very dangerous. The world is moving. The economy is moving. Trees planted by the roadside are growing and they are changing. I think the topic of today is meant for them. It is only when we step out of our comfort zone that we see a change. I will only humbly advise them. Sign up with Longrich. Be patient with Longrich. Be persistent in Longrich. Be consistent. Have a focus. Don't believe no. Forget about what people are going to tell you. Somebody like me talking here, people have told me a lot of things about the business we are into, but I don't mind them. Let those things they are telling you encourage you. I will ask you to join now. I've told some of my friends, I'm not persuasive enough because I know that anything good, you don't need to force person. Join my business. This business is real. And I'm telling them, those people that are struggling, be patient. Don't worry. That is the way of life. The way to salvation is a crooked road. When you see some of all these people that are crying about some of the scams they have faced, is because they want it now. Anything that is now is dangerous. And Longrich is not a business of now. Just give yourself 4 years, 3 years, the business we enter where my own is going. And I'm telling you, you will hear my name. So I encourage them to join now. That's my advice to them.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. You just like the SD advice, some of the celebrity we have in Nigeria, like the Nollywood celebrity, and some of them wanted to buy their way in. And he advised that do this in the normal process and you gain it. And they're actually reaping it now. You may not see them in the social media yet because they are actually working in the background. Thank you so much for that. Now, our topic this night says change.
Yeah.
Now, what we have seen some of the things that have actually changed for you. And just in few sentences, in few minutes, can you tell us something about change to encourage us? Just say something about the topic, sir.
Number one is that change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. And number two thing is that accepting change is one thing and implementing it is another thing. Change is not always pleasant. Change will bring progress. Change will bring transformation. Change will bring liberation. Change will bring success. So if you want to be relevant in any industry you are, particularly in the multi-level marketing all of us are, you must embrace change. Because if you look around our world today, everything is changing. And the best thing we should do is to have that mindset of change before the change will meet us. And that is one of the things we are talking here tonight. If you are looking in the next 1 year, 2 years time, begin now to work out for your own change. The change that will bring you a very better position in life. And for you to achieve that, you must now make yourself, number one, available to learn. You should learn. That is to have knowledge. You must be trained and retrained. And you must be innovative. You must also know that you should jump out from where you are seeing the comfort now. Nothing good comes out from the comfort zone. And then you should try a little best to associate with people. In this way, you are building your change. And that change you are building in the nearest future will give you a very good result. Finally, begin to talk positive about yourself. Stop complaining all the time. Begin to say something that will uplift your spirit, because it is what you're talking inside yourself that will make the kind of person you are. If it is negative all the time, I cannot do this business is difficult, it's not working, it will continue not to be working, and it will continue, you continue not to do it. So with this in your mind, you will see that you will not make anything. But if you have a positive thinking, just like all of us are in CIG, our slogan is that with CIG, all of us are stronger together. And what we always tell ourselves all the time, we can do it. Just like when we initiated this system of communicating, staying in our homes and be discussing about this business, we say we can do it. Today is working. So just have the mindset of change, because mindset of change brings progress. And if you can abide by that, I think the future will remain bright for you.
Wow. Thanks so much, sir. I wish we had more time to actually dish out more things for you, because we've seen you, some of the things you've been involved, so we know you'll be vast in actually encouraging us. And since the age is there, you've seen live, you know how to do that. Thanks so much, man. Boss Gloria, any last words?
No, I just want to thank you, sir. I thank you very much. I respect what you've done, and hopefully I'll be able to see you someday face to face. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I need 2 to 3 leaders to raise their hands to appreciate our special guest this evening. All right, go John Nwachukwu. You can unmute yourself.
My name is John Nwachukwu, a member of CIG, and also one of my TUT. I must say tonight that I am so overwhelmed. Based on the lecture from our boss, in the person of Fidelis Nwachukwu, who God has used tonight to give us a value. In fact, I will tell you that I'm much happy tonight with the level of the value I gained through his lecture tonight. And I must say that some of the areas I have challenges now, I now know that there is a way out. Yes, because every one of us in this business always finds challenges. Because sometimes we feel like stopping to go back to, or, dropping down or to go to another business. But I must say that I really gain a value tonight. And I must say that God bless you. People like this, people we meet in this business. And with them, you can see sky is our starting point, not even our limit. So I'm so much encouraged tonight. And I wish I know that so many of us are also encouraged. So thank you so much. May God bless you for this kind of wisdom you're able to, share with us tonight. And I pray that the next story we'll be hearing about is SD, because that is our the area we are going. So it's SD.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Can we have your Gary Paul?
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Fidel Mario, I sincerely appreciated the fact that you showed such a level of conviction and belief. Oftentimes when people, say you have a dream when you're young, and when you don't realize that dream, you kind of tend to think to yourself that you can't do things. And there was so much said, but one of the last things that you said is believing and thinking positively is what gives birth to actually having positive things happen. And if that's not a crutch for pretty much everyone, that would be an understatement to say, because oftentimes people forget the enthusiasm and the energy and the desire to excel because they think and give way to fear of not being able to succeed. So we really appreciated it very much. And we hope, you come back and speak again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As the Chibuzo.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, boss.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm so sorry I can't come on camera right now. I'm so very sorry about that. But I've been following all through. I've been listening. I've been paying attention, and I want to thank Sir Fidelis Mary Nwachukwu for saying something that is really striking. This business is not for the chicken-hearted. You just have to agree by that. Entrepreneurship is inside the blood. It's not something. It's not like a career you do after a while you quit. You say you are not doing it again. As an entrepreneur, you are an entrepreneur. You keep working and improving. Whatever challenge that comes your way, you'll find how to overcome it. So I want to appreciate everybody here. I want to thank Seton, Mrs. Gloria, of course, our powerful 3SD, and everyone that has always ensured that this program is put up on Sunday. And this is also part of entrepreneurship. So is just there. It also is a way of life. So thank you, Sir Fidelis Mary Nwachukwu, for that presentation and sharing of your experience while on this course. And I want to encourage everybody here. This is a 21st century, and whatever it is you see right now, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if somebody had told you, you may doubt it. So what I want to enjoin you, I want to encourage you right now is just imagine 30 years to now. If you have not seen the need to take this business serious, of a business that gives one the opportunity of connecting the globe together. We have people from the US here, we have from Zambia, we have from Ghana, we have from different parts of Nigeria, and then we are having a meeting. We're having a conference meeting. So cast your mind to 20 years to now. And this business has given us an edge. So please, let's do whatever we can and then push whatever push we can to be able to grow and touch lives in various ways and remain entrepreneurs. That is all I can say. Thank you very much, Mr. Seton, for this opportunity. And
thank you so much, boss.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome, Anthony Eponobi. We're giving us the wealth plan. We don't want to call it compensation plan again. It is more loaded than having compensation plan. So I will share this link for you.
Okay, good morning, beautiful partners all over the world. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending where you're watching us from. My name is Equino Anthony, also known as the Entrepreneurholic. Okay, so this evening from Nigeria, I'll be talking about the compensation plan that I call the wealth plan. Okay, especially I want to welcome our prospects in the house. You're actually in the right platform. You are actually with one of the best conglomerates you can actually think of. Okay, so let's go into the business of the day. Now, on your screen, you will see what is money. Sometimes I tell people that the prowess of your efficiency should be on people, not on money. You know, when you focus your energy on people, money naturally comes to you. So, and that's why we say here in Longrich International, here in CIG, we say money is equal to people. Okay, so we can start solving the math. Imagine you have this crowd, you know, that offers you what you want. You will get a whole lot of financial upliftment. On your screen, you would see a quote by John D. Rockefeller. This man has never been so popular, you know, to me until I joined Longrich, you know, and I had to research about him, and I knew that he was a great entrepreneur. He said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. This is a simple English that makes us understand that what we need is leveraging. When you leverage on people, you become what you want to be in a short period of time. like they used to say, that network marketing compresses time. You know, things that would take you 10, 15 years to do, when you do with people, and the right platform to do it is with network marketing, with Longrich International, you will compress your time. Okay, so we are in a leveraging world where sharing economy is constant phenomenal. Okay, before I dive into how to become a partner with Longrich International, I want to make this categorically clear that it is not just enough for us to come here every Sunday and then talk about Longrich's wealth plan, talk about how to become a partner. It is more that you have to do a research. We come here to tell you about what the business is all about and how to become a partner with Longrich International. If I were you, I would take these words that will say, go make your research, okay? Now, it is when you are contented with what you have seen or what you've been able to research, of course, you will be satisfied. Okay, so do not take our words for it. Whatever we say here, I want us to actually go back and then make this research to see if really what we're saying is true. Okay, now, how to become a partner with Longrich International? The first is switch your brand. Switch your brand from synthetic things you use to organic product, effective organic products. Okay, and then number two is when you come on board, what we are saying is how effective these things are. Tell your partners, tell your friends, even tell your enemy. Yesterday, I had to meet with somebody I've never spoken to. I had issues with the person, but I just have to share this business with him. And then I realized that we became friends. Okay, so you can actually share this business with the people you think you don't have anything to do with. You do not know if they have that power to make that game changer in your team. Okay, so, and then what next? When you tell 3 people about this business, that is what the business entails. But that does not mean you cannot tell more than 3 persons. Okay, so but when you tell 3 persons about this business, you also tell them to do the same. You see, at this point, a lot of things have to start coming into play. You know, you see someone that is an extrovert, and then they'll start telling you that he or she is an introvert. He doesn't make friends, he does not know anybody, and all that. But the truth is, just like what Sir Fidelis said, the opportunity in this business is more than what you can actually think of. So I will encourage you to actually come on board, because you're not going to do this alone. When you join, you're going to join with the team. Okay, and then this team will help you understand the principles and how to grow in this business. Now we have, with these 3 things I just said, is against what you are going to earn in Longrich International. Over 10 ways you are going to earn in Longrich International. Now on your screen, you're going to see entry level. Okay, now the 10 ways we are going to earn in Longrich is when we get to Wednesdays, our midweek training, we are going to expatiate more on 10 ways to earn money in Longrich International. You can actually screenshot this, and then we will talk about it in our midweek trainings. Okay, so the entry level, this is the entry level. We talk about various types of entry level: the starter combo, the Q silver, the gold, the platinum, and the VIP. Yeah, for me, I tell people that our compensation plan might not be the best, but it's better. It is 100% better. If you understand what we always talk about when we talk about the compensation plan, be it known to you that we only talk about the performance bonus. The performance bonus is only what we come here to talk about, and that's what you're seeing on your screen. We are not talking about development bonus. We're not talking about the leadership bonus. We're not talking about other incentives. Okay, this is just the performance bonus. So for our prospects in the house, we have a whole lot of stew to lick. So many stew to lick when you become a partner with Longrich International. So we are going to talk about the compensation, the performance bonus. Now, the list entry level that you would come in with is starter combo. Now, this starter combo attracts 14,000 naira. Product has actually been pre-selected. Okay, it's called combo A or combo B. Okay, and on the PV, it attracts 4 PV, right? The next level is Q Silver. On this level, you need to buy product worth 60 PV. Now, you ask, what is PV? You've been hearing of this PV. What is somebody once said is PVC. Okay, so it is actually product value, purchase value, okay, or price value. Each of our products has PV. Okay, take for example our toothpaste. Our toothpaste has 3.5 PV. Okay, our mosquito repellent has its own PV. All our products has their PVs attached to it. So what you do is you pick products worth 60 PV. Once it clocks 60 PV, you become a Q Silver partner. It doesn't really matter. It might be higher than 45,000 or lesser than 45,000, depending on the product of your choice. Okay, and then on this note, you tend to share 8% royalty with Longrich International on a weekly basis when you have activities under the network. So the next one is Silver. The same way you did with Q Silver, you get product worth 120 PV. Okay, this makes you a Silver partner with Longrich International. You can actually come in slightly above 90,000 or slightly less with 90,000, depending again on the product of your choice. At this point as well, you also share 8% royalty with Longrich International. The next is Gold. You also pick product worth 240 PV, okay? And then at this level, now you're growing, right? At this level, you now share 10% royalty with Longrich International. The next is Platinum, where you need to get products worth 720 PV, okay? And then you share 12%, a whopping 12% royalty on a weekly basis with Longrich International. The formulas to get this, bonuses is very simple. Just like I said, this is on our midweek presentations. We are going to, extensively talk about this. Okay, so this is just to proofread and then to just let you know our entry levels and what it takes to become a partner with Longrich International. Okay, and then the list is the VIP. We always say the best place to become or to be in Longrich International is the VIP. Yes, I know the economy has been bastardized. Nigerian economy has actually broken the economic theory. Okay, so we can actually start from starter combo. I keep telling people when I joined Longrich, I didn't have money. I started with a can of calcium. Then it was 4,000, is it 4,250 or 4,315 naira? I started with a can of calcium, not even up to starter combo, then 9,008. But today I am a VIP. So if you do not have that bulk money to come in as a VIP, you can start as Q Silver, you can start as Silver, as Gold, even as starter combo, and then you grow gradually. Okay, I'm going to tell us why. But before I get there, when you get to VIP, you share 12% royalty and plus 1% global profit sales. Now, what this means is every month Longrich has a profit, right? They actually have profit every month, every ending of the month. So what they do is they take 1% of that profit they make globally and then share it with the VIPs, with all the VIPs. That is wonderful. That is awesome. Okay, you can imagine you joining this company as a VIP and automatically you already become a shareholder with this conglomerate. I don't want to go deep into, telling us how you could work with a company for 10 years, 20, 35 years. You won't even spell a supervisor, level. But with Longrich International, if you join with the VIP level, automatically it takes you to become a shareholder with this conglomerate. Okay. Now, maximum of 3 legs, just like what you're seeing on the screen. No time frame. Longrich does not have authorship. We are not telling you when you join that you must always buy product. No. When you come in with any of this entry level at your own time, you come and get products and then upgrade. Okay, so but a very good salesperson, as a very good salesperson, you must give yourself a target. Longrich didn't give us a target, but I gave myself a target. because I have to meet those targets, okay? Grow at your own pace. Yes, just like I said, you have the license to grow at your own pace. There is no authorship. There is no authorship. Leadership is easily achievable. Now, for you to grow from, you know, Diamond 1 to Diamond 2 to Diamond 3, that is the ranking level, okay? It is very easy for us to grow on that level because whatever activities that your success line or your downline does accrues to you, and it also helps you push up the ladder. So what it means is whatever you and your team does also helps you grow in the business, and such makes you grow as a leader. Weekly bonus payments. I was with one-star director, Daniel Equino, last week, Tuesday, and then he said something that since 2016, when he started earning from Longrich International on a weekly basis, that there is no week Longrich has not paid him. That is awesome. There is no story, okay? When you are due to be paid, Longrich will pay you, okay? I am in such testimonies as well. Any week I am supposed to earn, I get my money. I am sure each and every one of us that are here would also, testify on that same experience. Now, on your screen, you are going to see the structure. This is our business structure. This is not a Ponzi scheme, okay? We exchange what we do here with product. We see people, we talk to people, we let people understand that leveraging is the new, what is actually make people actually succeed right now. Leveraging is what we call the sharing economy, okay? And it is awesome that we understand that we need to get involved in the business of the 21st century. What we do here is help people. We are helpers. We help people to actually grow your business. You might not like what we are doing or what you're doing, but trust me, our business can help you finance and grow your dream. Of course, we have so many people that have actually become a partner with Longrich International, but still have other beautiful dreams that they want to achieve. On your screen, you're going to see various countries entry level where you can actually screenshot and then study it. You can actually screenshot it and then study it, right? At this point, I'm going to say what passion does to you is sleeplessness. Please and please do not confuse it with insomnia. I remain Equino Anthony, the entrepreneurholic. Thank you so much, Mr. Seton, for giving me this opportunity to share our business wealth plan with a whole lot of us. From me, from here, is good morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, can we have the closing remark from the 3SD? Okay, we asked for 3SD, we have seen 2SD, 2 shall become 1. So hit us. You are live now.
Okay. Good morning, partners. Good morning, everyone. I want to appreciate every person that has participated in tonight's Zoom meeting. Most especially, I want to appreciate Sir Fidelis, Mario, Nwachukwu. You did wonderfully and excellently well. Thank you for giving us some great nuggets for us to be able to push our business. Then I want to appreciate our 3SD, our host for tonight. He has been awesome. Then also I want to appreciate all the participants and the people that anchored tonight's meeting, Mr. Seton, Mrs. Gloria. I appreciate you all. And also our SD1 Chibuzo, I cite you. Well done for all you do. Then I want to thank everyone who has found it interest to join us tonight. Please keep faith and keep believing and keep doing your best, because every of your dream is valid, and in Longrich you can find it. So I want to encourage us to go to our YouTube channel, CIG YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe, be part of this vision. And I bet you actually succeed at the end. Thank you so much. I am Emmanuel Aiduru, a 2-star director with Longrich, joining you from Lagos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Boss, ever ready. All right. Thank you so much for signing in, and we'll call it a day tonight. You will join us on Tuesday for our product expose, and on Wednesday, the business plan will be explained better. Thank you so much, and have a good night.